4 or 5, huh?
Yeah, the nigga said Nuggets fire head coach Mike Malone and GM. That once again, this is another coach we just seen get fired within 2 weeks of the playoffs. What is this telling you?
Um,
Is it Are they trying to stop this player control with these coaches and trying to get some hard shit in? What you think? Talk to me.
no, no, no. So the Memphis, it's two different situations. Memphis, Taylor Jenkins doesn't have the quote unquote cachet that
Yeah,
Mike Malone has. Like Mike Malone, no matter what you say about him, he's a made man. He has jewelry, like you said. He started off with Braun rookie year in Cavs. He paid his dues, and he's a guy like Laker fans hate him because he'll talk shit, but that's what you need. That's what you
he's
need in a head coach, someone who's fiery, someone who's gonna push a hard line, and someone who's not gonna back down. And I think with Memphis Taylor Jenkins, Memphis had kind of been underachieving, and they felt the franchise was going in the wrong direction for where they were. Like they were just a 2 seed 2 years in a row. Like 3 years ago, now it's like, all right, we're in the play-in. Jaws regressing,
yeah. The main thing with the Grizzlies is Ja's not on the floor every night. That's
and
one
and and
main
the
thing.
main thing with the Nuggets, how can you judge them when Jamal Murray? Every time you watch the Nuggets this year, Jamal
All
Murray's not playing.
year. Yeah, he been hurt kind of all year too. So they're having a bumpy season, but they're still right there though. That's how good they are. They're
You
still
have the
right.
best player in the NBA still.
Facts.
No questions
Facts.
about it. Jokic is hands
Facts.
down the consensus best player in the league.
Nigga's a monster. Nigga look like Dragos. He's out
Yeah.
here shit. And then
So
they
so
talk to his
how
brothers on
can you how can you say anything to Mike Malone when Jamal Murray is not playing and you guys are a game out of the 3 seed, probably going to get the 4 seed if you win out? What is I don't understand. And you got a shot if Jamal, I know Jamal's dealing with a hamstring, so there's a good possibility he might miss the first round. But the Nuggets do have a shot to beat the Clippers or the Warriors with Jokic and with that supporting cast in a 7 game series. That you always got a shot with the best player in the world in his
Yeah, like
prime.
I've been saying, man, this whole West, 1 to 8 is scary. Any one of them can win this shit and go all the way to the
What?
conference final.
Okay,
Bro.
yeah, we'll get to that. But why do you think that there was something between Malone and Jokic not seeing eye to eye, or is this more of a Malone and ownership?
I can't tell you, bro, because like we saying, he has jury. His resume is solid. We never seen him get into no player confrontation. He ain't been on the bullshit on the sideline. So this is something inside. You know what I mean? This is something upstairs or inside. Like, you know what I mean? Let me cut this thing
So
off.
so
It's something like that.
so there was a press conference yesterday where Malone saying he kind of went on a little rant where he was
Oh
like
shit.
yeah, like another tough. I think the Nuggets have lost 4 in a row now, and they slipped out of the. They pretty much lost a 3 seed to the Lakers, and they were
Yeah.
like, and he was like, like, and the people who aren't trying to hear it, or like who are on bullshit ain't trying to hear the real shit. Basically, what he was saying, and he's like, oh, there's players who ain't watching film, so we got to show them the film. Like what the like he was just kind of
Joker.
no, no.
So
Joker's
so
you don't Joker doesn't get to where he's at without doing everything right. He's not the issue.
true.
I, I
So do you think it's a player that caused it? Do you think it's one player specifically? I don't. To me, like I said, Denver doesn't strike me as a team that has a,
dysfunctional. No
a, a, a
dysfunction.
or even just an over the top player. I don't know who their dog is. I think is the light skinned nigga Gordon. That's their dog. Like they grimy,
They're
dirty
dogs.
work
They're
dude.
dogs. Well, they have multiple because Jokic, you can't say Jokic isn't a monster.
Yeah,
Gordon's
besides Joker though.
grimy, and Jamal
Besides
Murray,
Joker.
in the 2020 playoffs, he was going so hard. People were saying, "Is
Yeah,
he better than Steph
that's
Curry?"
a big problem for them. He ain't been playing. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I think every team in the NBA besides Boston and Cleveland's been dealing with injuries. Every team, from Phoenix to this to that to Warriors, everybody.
But Jamal's been out more games than he hasn't been,
Hell yeah, hell
and
yeah,
and
yeah,
it's been like this the regular season the past 2 years.
yeah, hell yeah. That.
He's
So
been
that's
dealing with that hamstring for now. Last year he was out in and out with the hamstring, and then came back in the playoffs against the Lakers. He had a hamstring cast, so he probably needs to get in a little better conditioning. but it's tough to get in shape when you have a soft tissue injury because you can't go
Yeah,
hard on the conditioning. So he's really got to take
yeah,
his off season and get his body right and come back out, go into the season 100%.
yeah. So that's breaking news. Let's start off from the top. We ain't got we gonna chisel back down to these playoffs. So